Hello, Tan the Tambio TC channel. So I got some, they came early. I was going to the movies for something else, and then I saw these, and I was like, I actually have cool stuff at my theater. And I picked up these, probably my favorite cup, by the way. I am planning on going to see Superman as well as Fantastic Four. I'm looking forward to both. I like the Superman who cares about the community and that actually saves people. I and a less pretentious film too. I feel like it's much less pretentious. I also prefer some of the cast and actors they chose because what the hell was Jesse Heisenberg doing with Lex Luthor? I do like what's his name, Michael Shannon as General Zod, though. He was probably the only good part, in my opinion, of Man of Steel. There's probably some other good parts, but they get weighed under the pretentiousness and just like the other annoying things about the film, or even boring things until it finally gets to the exciting action, which people also have a problem with. And yeah, kind of me too. I've talked about it before. But yeah, I just can't stand Zack Snyder films. They're just way too pretentious, though. The only thing I worry about is how James Gunn is going to balance out all of those characters he has. I hope he can do that. But other than that, I do still look forward to it. Uh, Let me show you too what this cup does. If I can get it. There we go. It glows. It looks much better in a dark room. So, yeah, much cooler in a dark room. Yeah, I don't want to waste its battery too much. That's pretty cool. I love it. Probably one of my favorite cups. There's also the symbol on the top. One of my favorite cups. I wouldn't say my favorite popcorn bucket, but it's a good one. It's a good one. And I will say this one's kind of weak. I do like these two look fine. I like that this guy's kind of more comic booky and it looks enough like Pedro Pascal. The problem is, what did they do to these two? Like, their faces are so weird. I don't know what they did with these two. Let me see them up close. Yeah, it's something off. Like, they look really cartoony. Did they get AI generated? Like, he looks fine because he does look kind of cartoony. He looks fine because, like, that works for him. He is a bit wide. It feels like because the tin isn't as tall as this one, they had to squish him down. That's kind of what it feels like. But like it looks good enough. And if you're just looking at this, you don't like realize how weird it is. The This one's got more like a like fucking Fortress of Solitude looking inside. This one's more like a shiny blue inside. The indents of the characters. But yeah, I thought these were cool pickups. And if I was to say like, am I a Marvel or a DC fan? It switches around a lot. Also, I'm a giant fan of the Thing, by the way. If I should do a video talking about some of my favorite characters with some of my favorite designs that I'm obsessed with, it's got to be the freaking Thing. I have Thing figures over here that I put up like a while back, but I love the Thing. He's like one of my favorite. I even read just the solo comics. Probably a bigger fan of the Thing than I am like Superman, but I've grown into Superman more nowadays than I have in the past. I've been more of a Batman fan, as you can tell back here. The Oh, I got a new Batman car, by the way. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's. I'm trying not to knock stuff over. But yeah, I got a new Batmobile. I think I actually have. Oops. I think I actually have two. The reason I get them is they're actually really cheap where I am, weirdly. Like, they go for $1. So I got this for those who are Batman fans. And sadly, I haven't done like a Batman video, and I got this. I think I do have another car. Technically, I didn't get to show. I'm not sure, but it's a Arkham. It's like got kind of gold treads to it. but it's mostly black, and it's based on Arkham Knight. I think I also have like an Arkham Asylum car, but I don't know where those are in this mix of cars over here on the side. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Like I said, it always switched back and forth. For me, I watched a lot of Batman stuff when I was younger in the 90s. The movies, Tim Burton movies, even the bad ones. I grew up with a lot of Batman. My uncle gave me these two big boxes, and while I did have Marvel characters, guess who the two biggest that I had the biggest collections of? Superman and Batman, and I hooked onto Batman the most. But I loved a lot of cartoons of pretty much every hero, even live action shows that I got into later, especially Superman live action shows I loved. And of course, when Batman had live action shows too, but mostly his animated stuff because it's mostly what he had. But yeah, it switched back and forth a lot. I think more recently I stopped caring about Marvel stuff when freaking, what is it called? After No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, I stopped caring about a lot of their stuff. I thought the Black Panther sequel was all right. I'm not a big fan of Namor. I just wanted to see how they handle Chadwick Boseman's sad departure, his death, and his passing. I don't know what word to use, but other than that, I did not care about Ant Man, Quantumania, and I didn't really care about like any of the other stuff that came after. It's just like, not even a lot of the shows. I hear the Daredevil show is pretty good, but just because I've been so worn out from Marvel stuff, I'm just like, whatever. And I didn't care about a lot of the Zack Snyder and Joel Schumacher versions of uh, freaking Justice League and those other superheroes. Uh, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think these were pretty cool to get. I'm glad I got them. Let's see what the back looks like. Okay, it's just crystals, and that's 3D. It's pretty cool. I love it though. This popcorn bucket's definitely better. Not only is the image of the actor not ruined by how weirdly squished these versions look, like even his head, even though he looks the most fine of all these, like these two, how the frick did they frick this up? They look cartoonish. It's so weird to look at. It's almost like AI generated. I don't know. But these two look fine. This guy, like even if he's cartoony, it looks fine. It works because the thing has such a cool design that I absolutely love. I think one of the times I grew up out of the comics of Marvel is during the I remember this comic book where the lizard was, I think he ate his own child, and it was like a really violent Spider-Man comic, and that's where I like dropped off from Marvel just almost completely. I just like did not give a crap after that. It felt like they kind of ruined Spider-Man. It felt more like a Batman thing, but just like because Batman can be brutal in some of his comics, even some of his like earlier stuff. It can be some brutal stuff that goes on, and it just felt like one of those dark Batman comics. It was just weird. I didn't really like it. And I remember growing out of Marvel after that. There's still some Marvel stuff I get here and there. I should actually show some of the recent comics if I can even find them. Let me see if I can find them for you. Okay, it's still mostly DC though that I'm collecting. Like I'm gonna wait on the Ultimate stuff, but like it's still mostly like look at this. Right here, this is all DC, by the way. This is all the absolute stuff, pretty much, except for Green Lantern and a couple others that are missing. There's Ultimate Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Superman, Flash, and Batman. That's all the Ultimate stuff that I have been actually collecting. And mostly because, like, I can't do all the Ultimate stuff. I was kind of late to that stuff. So I just didn't really care. Let me see if there's any more. Not really seeing Yeah, I'm not really seeing any other Marvel stuff in here. It's like other comic book companies like Dark Horse and Boom and Marcel or whatever. Um, and even this collection I'm about to show has DC stuff within it. So right now, for a newer series that I've been trying to collect, I am missing I think the 5th comic of All New Venom, but I love this freaking, these cover arts are pretty cool. I've been liking the story and characters so far. I like it. I'm enjoying this one. I need to get sleeves for these first couple. And of course, I've been trying to get Mega Man. That's new, but that's not even Marvel or DC. That's Udon. Sorry if you can't hear me well. So I also wanted to pick up re-releases of older comic books as well. Oops, sorry. And definitely this too. And then it goes into DC. I need to get a sleeve for that, by the way. Okay, here's Marvel stuff that I have been collecting, but I'm just like kind of split on these. I love Godzilla, and I'm mostly probably getting these because of Godzilla, honestly. But I was disappointed by the Hulk Godzilla one. That one's pretty disappointing. And yeah, I do like the Spider-Man Godzilla. They at least toy around with the idea of a Venom Godzilla. That's kind of cool. Avengers Godzilla was alright. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I was kind of disappointed. Thor Godzilla actually, like, legit gave me a fight scene. A cool fight scene. Then X-Men Godzilla was kind of cool. They, like, did a weird hybrid of a bunch of the X-Men characters as a giant. So that was kind of cool. Oh, this is turning aside for some reason. And then, of course, I love... This one was a little disappointing, but still cool. And I love this cover. I love these covers. And I especially had to get one with the Thing on it. Like, I love the Thing. One of my favorite design characters. Of course, and then there's freaking Witcher. That's not even freaking Marvel. It's Dark Horse. This is also DC. The Sonic Cross. Frickin', that's the 4th issue, sorry. I don't have them organized quite the way I want them to. I should. But yeah, I'm more into the DC stuff right now. And they finally, I still have to get the 5th issue because apparently they were very late on it. But I finally got like the 6th issue. For some reason, we didn't even get the freaking 5th issue. I don't know why of the series, and I've been collecting the 89 Batman stuff, trying to at least, when I can afford them. They usually hold on to comics for me, so, oops, frick. And then this was the one that just came in. But yeah, like, just freaking ridiculous that I have to wait so long for some of these comic books. My goodness, freaking, all this stuff freaking just does not like me right now. Freaking falling over and crap. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I think the only other thing that I got was a free comic book that was Marvel related. And once again, it's Spider-Man. I did get other, like, DC related things within a similar time period, but I wouldn't say anything crazy for Marvel. Or other Marvel stuff, sorry. But yeah, I was right now, more of a DC phase, especially with the Penguin show, and looking forward to the next The Batman, of course, Superman. Just more into DC right now, DC phase. But other than that, they switch back and forth sometimes. It really depends. And I feel like I want to finally see a movie that has Galactus that they do well with one of these. But do look forward to these being read for the channel. I will be doing other comic books, of course, that it's not just TMNT and Transformers, but I want to put most of my effort into that stuff as well as do video games with those characters in them, because otherwise, and I've been waiting for the Cybertron games to re-release as like remasters or something, but that just hasn't happened for some reason. And I'm still waiting because I really want to do that for the channel. And like, I can't believe I have to wait this long for that. So I just jumped to doing Transformers TMNT early, technically. I can't wait any longer. So yeah, I hope you enjoy nonetheless. Things have been crazy with me. I had to get a new phone. Internet's been acting up crazy. I had to call up the Wi-Fi company or whatever that runs my stuff, and I might even go through a different Wi-Fi service eventually. So it's just been a ridiculous month or so. So I'm just glad I was able to pick these up on a decent timing. But other than that, things have been crazy. I also owe Dave for helping me out with my new PC, and he helped build it mostly. But yeah, things have just been a little crazy. So just know that. So I'm sorry if I don't get to streams quite as much, but or quite as fast recently. I got to Black Mesa. I'm glad I was able to play that for the channel and look forward to more. I gotta organize a bunch of stuff on my channel too. It's just overloading right now with stuff, and it's gonna be freaking ridiculous, but I gotta catch up with it at some point. And yeah, I'm so sorry. I do want to do like another YouTube, an extra YouTube channel, but that might have to wait. And I want to do that one more kids related so that I can do more like children's games for Lego games, Nintendo games even and such. Yeah, that's about it for now. Don't want to end it like Moist Critical. That's about it. See ya. But I will see you next time. If you did enjoy, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.